Hey Royals, I hope in your confidence crown the same way I am. Well, if you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. I mean, it is free after all. My name is Kamyaman, aka Okinging, and I'm back with another video. Let's roll that title sequence. Yes, this is the first topics with Okinging this year. I've not done topics with Okinging in such a long time, but I'm bringing it back this time. I hope I don't like promising. I want to stop this thing of promising and saying to you guys, I'm gonna be consistent and with this, and then I don't become consistent. Then I feel like I was lying to you guys. But from now on, okay, let me sit comfortably. From now on, I'm gonna try. I can promise you that I'm gonna try to be as consistent as possible, especially with this segment topics with Okinging, because when I did the introduction of this segment on this channel, I talked about how I just wanna bring, I talked about how I wanna, instead of addressing things on my vlogs, I'm gonna start coming here and addressing them there, but that was not the case. So now I'm trying to fix that. There is a vlog that I think the first official vlog from this year, not the one that aired last year. The previous vlog, I was rambling so much. There were a lot of parts where I was rambling, but I'm gonna try to reduce that and bring it into this segment so that people who actually don't like and appreciate when I'm rambling, it can be here for them to actually see and for them to actually enjoy or ignore. So I'm trying to cater to all of those. By the way, if you have not yet subscribed, please do click that subscribe button and hit that like button and share this video, because it does help this channel. With the topic that I'm going to be discussing at hand, please do leave a comment on what you think about it down below, or if you don't have anything that you want to comment about this video after you've watched it, just leave a comment down below. It helps the channel a lot. Now let's get into the topic. As you see with the title of the video, this video, it's written My Hair Journey. As you can see, I have made the big chop. This is the first time ever that I'm showing my new hair cut, I would say, on a public platform. Except for WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp, they've seen it, but the reason why I posted it, I did not mind posting the pictures of my short hair on WhatsApp, is because the people that I've contact with, like, they're my close friends and whatever, so I usually meet up with them and whatever, so they were gonna see my hair whether I posted it or not. So with you guys, I kept it a secret. Not necessarily a secret, but I'm trying to coordinate my content. So yeah, I decided to cut my hair short, but you guys will understand why in a little bit later of explaining my hair journey for you guys. So when I was growing up and as a child and coming up of age, I used to play with my hair like a lot. When I was in preschool to proper school, in my early grades, like your grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, I really used to like playing with my hair. When it was December time, I was that guy who had it's either I always had an S-curtain cut or I bleached my hair. I used to have a bleach, and it was back then when, you know, that mohawk with that used to fade, like that used to have a smaller fade, like that used to come like from big and then it faded out. When it was in, that was my ish. I used to do that like nobody's business. I've been a lover of playing with my hair. I've been a lover of playing with color on my hair. It's so ironic that I'm speaking about coloring my hair, but I've not actually went to other colors as much in my life. But I like really playing with color on my hair, and I really like having colored hair other than black hair. But I will explain that. Right. So being that child who liked to play with his hair and what, it was just a creative outlet. But at school, my primary school, they never allowed for a guy to have a cut like the cut that you guys like, a normal cut that we are all used to, like people having. They did not allow it. And then I wanna actually touch on that. I'm gonna actually touch on that. They did not allow it. So I usually had a small brush cut or let wide, basically being bald when I was going to school. I was okay with that because that was the rules of the school. I did not give a damn about it. Like that, it was the rules of the school. What must I do? Like I can't change them, right? Then as time progressed, as time moved on, and as time was going, so as time went by, I started being bullied at school, and I was bullied for the size of my head. I have a big head, as you guys can see. Like I really have a humongous head, and especially then it was exaggerated because I was still skinny, I was still thin, so my head size was so exaggerated. My head, like in a class, I was probably the one with the largest head, no matter what. And my classmates started making fun of that, and that led me into deep depression. But it's not even only because my head per se, like it was not only per se like they were only bullying me with my head. There were other things that they were bullying me with, like how I have a big nose, small ears, big head. My body was being attacked, my physique was being attacked at a very young age. Those kind of things, they stuck. They really they stuck with you. They lash on. So when I was going through that bullying, and it was at that time of my, like literally, that was, my depression started early on. Like I know many people who their depression started later in life. Mine started really early on in my life, and it stems from bullying and being bullied and not having anyone to help you with it or to navigate it with it. That was the loneliest period of my life, right? So I started getting the bullying and whatever, and then I started to rebel. I started not wanting to cut my hair. At least if people were to say your head is big, I was gonna say no, it's not that my head is big, my hair is the one that is big, so it creates an illusion that my head is big. But then here's was the problem. That did not fly on my mother. My mother did not care about that, and she forced me to either have a brush. A brush is really like this type of, like this level of your hair, that's small shade on, like when you have small hair on your scalp. I don't know if you get English, guys. I hope you guys get what I'm saying. Or get it wide. And I remember I would throw tantrums. I would cry because here's me trying to run away and trying to hide the insecurity that I'm dealing with, or trying to prevent myself and protect myself from the bullying that is going on. But my mother does not get that, right? So I went through all my primary being bullied and being told how my head is big, I have small ears, I have a big nose, and it really was such a dark time in my life. Then I got into high school. That's where things changed, because now in high school there was no restriction on the size of your hair, the type of cut that you did. So when I went into grade 8, because I was coming into high school with that insecurity, with that burden, I didn't, like, I never cut my hair that year. Yeah, the only thing that I was doing was to wash it and to style it, but my hair grew up into an afro. I remember I used to thread it up, right, and then open a line, like with using a comb on the side, and that used to be my signature look. And then that's when I started gaining confidence, because now I was masking up, and I was basically putting a mask on the insecurity that I have, and I couldn't be bullied for the size of my head, because why? I had bigger hair. Like, so if you were to say to me you have a big head, I was gonna be like, no, it's my hair, right? That went on, and then the next day, that's when I decided to do cuts. I remember I did a cut and blown my hair, and I had a German cut, like, you know, that Rebecca Malupe haircut. I started having a German cut, and my confidence was coming back. I was building, my confidence was gaining, and then I finished matric a year previously to this one, and then I dyed my hair brown. Then I actually bleached last year. I had, in 2021, I had dyed my hair brown. Then in 2022, last year, then I bleached my hair. Then that has been my style up until now, when I decided to cut my hair. Now here's why I decided to cut my hair. As much as I was confident in my hair, as much as I was gaining confidence with myself, I was being, like, I was happy with the picture that I saw in the mirror. Like, I was happy with the reflection that I saw in the mirror. I realized that I actually am confident. I actually realized that I was confident because I had placed a mask on my insecurity. I was confident because my insecurity was not visible anymore. It was hidden. It was put in a back burner. And when I started realizing that, I'm not actually happy with my head size. And unfortunately, my head size is something that I can't change. That's gonna be part of me. That's who I am. That's part of my genetic makeup. And I can't change that. And I started feeling like I'm a hypocrite when I come to you guys and I say, I hope you're winning your confidence crowd. I hope that you guys, I would come and say, oh, I look good and whatever. But deep down, I knew that if my hair were to be shaved, I wouldn't be feeling that way. And that to me raised the concern that to say, I really don't love myself. I don't fully love myself, because when you love yourself unconditionally. You don't have to put a mask up to love yourself. You have to love yourself for who you are. And if you can't do that, you can't expect people to love you for who you are. And then I realized that was messing up with me. My confidence started slacking, my confidence started going down, and that's when I made a conscious decision, and I was like, you know what, Okinging? And this was last year, December. I was like to myself, you know what, Okinging? You're gonna shave this hair off, and you're going to learn to love your head in its size, in its shape, in its form. No matter what, you're gonna love your hair. Then I agreed with myself. I started preparing myself mentally for that, because remember, what's in my mind is that if I shave my hair, people are gonna make fun of the size of my head. People are gonna tell me how I am not perfect. I am not like up to their standard of beauty, because I have small ears, big head, big nose. You understand? I was gonna be told those things that made me to go into depression. So I started preparing myself mentally. I remember I would post on my WhatsApp status that I'm gonna cut my hair, what. And people were like, why? Don't do that. Your hair looks good on you. Are you sure? And what? People were implementing and starting to input doubt on my self-esteem and on my image. But then there was a picture of mine when I was getting my confirmation, and I had short hair. And when I saw that picture, I did not understand why I don't love my head. I really was conflicted as to the fact that, why am I putting this mask up when I actually look good in the natural state of my head, like in the naturally. I did not understand that, because every time I look at that picture and I'm like, damn, that I really looked good. I look good now, yes, but I looked good then. That picture just made me to be confident and to say, fuck this, I'm going to cut my hair. Then I decided to go and cut my hair now. This is my new hairstyle. It's a mohawk, like those thick mohawks that are in, like, I don't know if you can see it, like it's a thick mohawk. Now it is outdated because, oh guys, I'm so sorry for the color, like my camera keep on changing, but now my hair has faded. Like I need an update. It's getting older, but because I did cut my hair 2 weeks back, but now I feel free. I actually feel free. I actually have gained more confidence, and it's so funny because when I was cutting my hair and like when the barber was shaving off my head and was cutting my hair, my heart was pounding. I'm sure if you noticed, my heart was pounding because I'm about to see my head shape for the first time in what is almost 6 years. That's a big deal. So when he was shaving and seeing my hair falling onto my lap and seeing how much hair that I did not realize that I knew I had so much hair, but I did not realize it was that much hair, and realizing how much hair I had on my scalp, and realizing that this moment represents a new chapter in my life. This moment represents a freedom, because the hair that I had represented the mask that I was putting on my insecurity, represented the insecurity that I had about my head shape. Hence, I had to lose that hair. And guys, something changed in my mind. Like, if you come at me now, it don't fly. Like, if you come at me and say you have small ears, yes, I have small ears, those are my ears, what must I do? Get in, like, if you come at me and say you have a big head, yes, that's my genetic makeup, that's what makes me me. You know, if you say I have a big nose, dude, that's who I am. So I think I made this video, and so I think the reason why I wanted to bring this up on Topics with Okinging was that, you know, as a male figure or guys or men, we are groomed and we grow up in a stigma of men don't have insecurities. You know, you are not to have any insecurity because you're a man. So growing around that and being told and being shown, like I don't know how to put it, but when you are not allowed to have any insecurity, it's more difficult. Because I feel like here am I with these insecurities, but I'm not allowed to have them. And this is why I started sharing my journey of breaking those walls, breaking the mental prison that I'm in with you guys. It started with wearing shorts. I never would wear shorts, and that insecurity it was self-inflicted. I inflicted that on myself. But with the head, it was my surrounding, my social circle, I would say, that made me to have that insecurity. And I decided I'm no longer gonna live in a prison. I decided I'm gonna be a free man from now on. I decided that I'm gonna fight to break in those walls. So this is one of them. I'm really, like, I'm not trying to be funny with you guys. I love myself even more. I'm happy with who I am. And even if I were to dye my hair or to grow out my hair again, it's not gonna be because I'm putting a mask on, it's because it's the aesthetic that I'm trying to go to. But for now, I'm challenging myself to have this haircut for the next 6 months, meaning in September, that's when I can change my haircut to be in it and to love it. But yeah, I really hope that this video helped you guys. I really hope this video has opened a door for us to be vulnerable with each other. You know, when I made my shorts video and I was talking about how I'm now starting to wear shorts and wada, and I made that Instagram, there was an Instagram post that I did, and I kept the caption. There were two guys who came to me and talking about how that meant so much to them, how that's actually helping them so much. They feel seen, they feel acknowledged. And to me, this is why I started this channel. Even if you like, this is why I started this channel, because it's me sharing my life, and it's me saying you're not alone. So I really hope this video can help someone out there. And if you know someone who suffers from insecurities, send them this video. I feel like all of us have insecurities, but we have to make a conscious decision to break them, to free ourselves. I mean, even now, I have a problem with my weight. I don't like my body weight at all, because you know how when you go to the doctor and they do those tests where you have so much weight than how your skeletal mass can hold. I know that I'm overweight because I actually feel it. It's not that I'm overweight because of the numbers or not. I can actually feel it. I'm aware of the fact that I'm overweight, and and yes, I know I'm not the fattest person. I'm gonna get cancer for using the word fat, but you know what? I know I'm not the fattest person. I know I'm not like the chubbiest person ever, but when you don't feel comfortable or confident in who you are, try to make a change. Whether be it surgically, in a natural way, and all that. I'm trying to also like fix the weight situation, I would say, because I'm trying to also free myself from that. This thing of me, when I'm supposed to swim, I'm wearing a shirt. Now I mean, I can swim, I can take my leg and be free, you know. But it's a journey, and it's a journey that I'm gonna take you guys along with. So for that, I hope you guys are really gonna like this video and share it, because it's hard to be vulnerable, and I'm being vulnerable with you guys. I think just felt as a token of appreciation, or as a token of just for me for y'all to make me feel like at least I'm not crazy, like, and I am not doing this, like, I'm not just wasting my time. Please do share these videos, share it on your Instagram, your Facebook, and your WhatsApp, and tag me at Okinging. I love you so much for watching. I will see you next time.